Part 12. Surrender. The South was seeking independence, and during secession, created its own currency. Confederate dollars were being printed in London, England, and Confederate coins were minted in Paris, France, proving Europe was willing to accept this currency at full value. In 1862, the USS Mercedita intercepted a ship called the Bermuda, which was carrying sheets of currency paper from Liverpool, watermarked CSA to be printed as Confederate bills. The North responded by printing counterfeit Confederate bills, threatening to devalue the currency through saturation. Clearly, the North had more weapons in its arsenal than just cannons, or military maneuvers such as Sherman's March and the Anaconda Plan. It had counterfeiting and propaganda tactics. More recently, Zimbabwe experienced an economic collapse. The value of currency in Zimbabwe is incredibly low. It takes millions of Zimbabwe dollars just to purchase a loaf of bread. The reason for its decline in value is because Zimbabwe began printing more of its money in order to pay off the country's debts. Once known as Rhodesia, the country turned against the British who first colonized it. This resulted in a mass exodus of the British citizens who were farmers, now forced off their own land. Britain instituted an embargo, blocking ports which supplied Zimbabwe. Britain also influenced the UN to not recognize Zimbabwe, whose economy has all but collapsed as a result. So as you can see, it's not just war which can destroy a country. It's economics. This is what threatened to destroy the South in the US Civil War. However, the situation was unique when compared to Britain's conflict with Zimbabwe. If the southern United States fell, then the entire nation would fall. Robert E. Lee was a very smart man, who recognized this, and agreed to surrender, under his own terms. Most people who surrender don't have a say in the matter, but Lee laid out his terms, making what the North calls a surrender, more of a peace treaty. Remember, the Confederates left Appomattox Courthouse with their horses and guns, basically telling General Grant, "You can keep the cannons. We're not going to need them now." Robert E. Lee should be credited for reunifying a country which the North divided. However, when a war is over, the victor gets to write its history. So the North declared they were fighting to free the slaves. The North claimed the South started the Civil War. The North tried to label Jefferson Davis as a traitor. The North described the Southern fight for independence as a lost cause. Many people like to speculate what would happen if the South had won the Civil War. The first thing they say is that slavery would have continued well into the 20th century. But the South was not a slave-based economy. It was an agriculture-based economy. Westward expansion would not be for the pursuit of gold. It would be for farming. Instead of forcing Native Americans off their land to make room for a railroad, they would be taught modern farming, so they could contribute to, and benefit from, the American economy. They wouldn't be living in poverty, on reservations, as they do today.